Hello students, myself Assistant Professor Namrata Khilocha, Raffle BPA College, Vapi. In Business Startup and Innovation, in today's session, we will be going to discuss about SSI, that is Small Scale Industries. In that, we will be going to discuss that what is SSI and what are the steps for formulating SSI. So let's begin with the meaning of SSI. The development of small-scale industries has been one of the most significant and characteristic features of industrial development in India. Small-scale industries are those industries in which manufacturing, providing services, production are done on a small scale or micro scale. For example, napkins, tissue paper industries, chocolate making industries, toothpick making industries, water bottle making industries, small toys, papers, pen industries, etc. comes under SSI industries. Small scale industries play an important role in social and economic development of India. These industries do a one-time investment in machineries, plants, and industries which could be on an ownership basis, hire purchase or lease basis, but it does not exceed rupees 1 crore. The basic objective underlying the development of SSI or medium scale industries are increase in supply of manufacturing goods, the promotion of capital formation, the development of indigenous or unique entrepreneurial talents and skills, and the creation of broader employment opportunities in India. Now, let us discuss characteristics of small-scale industries. The very first one characteristic is ownership. Such units are generally under single ownership. So, it is a sole proprietorship or sometimes a partnership. Second, management. Both the management and the control generally is done by owner only or owners. So, the owner is actively involved with the daily running operations of the business. Third one, limited reach. Small scale industries have a restricted area or region of operation, so they meet local and regional demand of the customers. Next one, labor intensive. These small industries tend to use labor and manpower for their production activities rather than automation and robotic technology or machineries. And that's why we had already discussed that the objective of SSI, that is to provide or increase employment opportunities in India. Then next one, flexibility. These units are more adaptable to their changing business environment. So, in case of sudden changes or unexpected development, they are flexible enough to adopt and carry on. Large industries do not have this advantage. Say for example, if we talk about one of the SSI, that is napkin making industries. This kind of units are very flexible. So in case of the coronavirus and pandemic, now they have changed the production from napkin to the mask. So yes, there is flexibility. Next one characteristic, that is resources. They use local and readily available resources. This also helps the economy with better or maximum utilization of the natural resources and less of wastages. So now we are going to discuss about selection of small scale industry. The process of setting up of a small scale industry with important stages can be understood with the help of this diagram. If the diagram is not legible, I am going to read it and explain different stages of the process of setting up of an SSI. The process starts with the first one step, that is selection of industry. So here owner need to decide that in which kind of business they need to go on. So here they are going to select a particular type of the industry. Second one, arrangement of the know-how. Before starting the industry here, different information regarding the customers, the suppliers, the market, export import opportunities, subsidies available, licensing procedures can be collected here. Then next one step, that is selection of location and acquisition of the premises. Here, as we had discussed that small scale industries owner will not going to purchase the land machinery, or they may purchase with a less cost. So here generally the location will be selected based on lease or rent. Then apply for the DI, that is Director of the Industry, for NOC. NOC means no objection certificate for the registration and power allotment. Simultaneously, project report can be prepared based on the different aspect, that is marketing, pricing strategy, financing, staffing, etc. Decision should be worked out at this stage only. The implementation comes later. So here project report, that is the tentative idea regarding what will be the business the ownership will be going to in future. So it is the imagination or a snapshot of a business which includes all the tentative amount required to operate the business. Then here, after making the project report, the owner send it or apply it to the financial institution for the term loan procedure or assistance. Here, different financial institutes are interested to invest in SSI like IDBI, ICICI, SIDBI, etc. After getting the NOC from the Director of Industries, the next one step, that is apply to the local body, panchayat, municipality for no objection certificate and required permission. Then after getting the NOC from the municipality, the simultaneously steps are recruiting of the staff, apply for the quota or orders or tender for raw material, apply for the power connection and place order for machinery. After getting the machinery, the installation of machinery can be take place. And after getting the raw material, the procedure on the raw material will take place. By using the machinery and raw material, the trial runs. In case of trial, any negative errors will take place, then the corrective measures should be take place. After taking the corrective action, production start. So here the process of input to the output will take place. Then sales is going to offered. After realizing the sales, the recycle realization is take place, and from the sales profit or gain may take place. The first one, profit, either divided to the investors, which is called as dividend, or will be again reinvested or plugged back into the SSI. So, these are the process of selection or starting of small scale industry. Then let's discuss about selection of a small scale industry or starting of a small scale industry. A small entrepreneur is the chief executive of his unit, its floor supervisor, accountant, clerk, purchase manager, salesman, legal and economic advisor, planner, and visionary. So, I like to tell you that all the role into one owner. So, he's going to play all the role for the SSI. Every now and then, you will come across advertisement and announcement in the anticipating you to set up small scale industries under the aegis of SSI Corporation, which promises a fully developed industrial shed with power and water, assistance in getting you raw material, machinery, or higher purchase basis, common service facilities, training facilities, and facilities in the marketing of your product, assurance term loans on attractive terms and working capital in time and at concessional rate or discountable rate. In backward areas, a number of additional subsidies are offered by the Indian government. So, the selection of a small scale industries is divided into 7 major phases. In the first one phase, owner need to select a project where he need to decide in which kind of product they need to operate a business in future. Second one step, that is information phase. Here different information need to be collected by him regarding what will be the size of market, what are the choices of the customers, who are the suppliers, what is the licensing procedures, etc. So here a market survey can be take place in short. Then creative phase. Here the creation or operation begins. Location may be selected, raw material may be ordered, machinery may be ordered and installed, power connection take place, and apply for the uh, recruitment procedure take place here. Then the fourth one phase, that is evaluation phase. Here the planning is properly implemented or not, that is evaluated or checked. Then recommendation phase. In this recommendation phase, the financial institution, that is banks, they are going to give assistance or recommendation regarding different project process, so that to make improvement in the SSI operations. Then implementation phase. After making the proper project planning or report, here the implementation of all the planned activities will be take place. Finally, if everything goes properly, then the follow up or cross check step can be take place. So the question is, what are the different objectives of starting a small scale industry? So these objectives are divided into 3 types. First one, to select those products, processes, or systems in an organization where the value and cost ratio is low and where analysis will lead to increased benefits. There are 3 sub objectives of this: to gather, organize, and analyze data, to define function, to establish a functional monetary value. Second objective, to generate alternative methods for providing functions. The 3 sub objectives for providing necessary functions are: first one, to develop, refine, and evaluate alternative methods generating during the creative phase. to determine a cost, to select a feasible method offering best value. Third one objective, to prepare and present a report containing recommendation along with benefits. It includes major three sub-objective, that is to establish a plan of action for implementation of the selected method. Second, to obtain approval. Third, to perform all the action necessary to put the product or proposal into effect. So here, the follow-up and audit will be actually into result and to resolve the problem, if any, during the proposal implementation. So these are the main three objectives, that is to select those products, procedure and systems in the organization which will create a low cost. Second, to generate alternative methods for providing necessary function or operation for the business. And third one, to prepare and present a report, project report containing recommendation along with the different benefits. So, thank you students.